demonstrating in central London today, and they're demonstrating because of the horrendous attacks that are taking place on the NHS. There's the new NHS Act, which essentially is going to hand over the health service to private companies to make a profit out of. And we're already seeing the devastation that privatisation, the PFI contracts bring, where there's hundreds of beds closing, there's risks to 7 A&Es in London that are going to be closed down, there's hundreds of nurses and other health staff that are losing their jobs, they're having pay cuts, and a large part of that is because of the debts that hospitals have because of the PFI debts. In South London in particular, the bankruptcy of South London NHS Trust, the amount of debt that that trust has is exactly the same as the amount of money they're paying to the PFI contractors.
To this because I'm a taxpayer and I want to know that when I pay my taxes I get the service I want, where I want it and when I want it. I don't want it privatised, I don't want the fat cats earning money off me, or else, Mr. Clegg, I want my money back.
The Socialist Party is marching today because obviously we want to join with everyone else who's fighting to save the NHS, but we particularly want to say that the trade unions need to take action. This is very good that there's a London demonstration, but if there was a national demonstration led by the health trade unions, by Unison in particular, but also by Unite and other health unions, then that could have a huge effect. There's been tens of thousands of people marched in communities to save their hospitals, and all of that anger, all of that could be galvanised and directed by the trade unions and could mobilise hundreds of thousands of trade union members, and that could be a step towards trade union action, because there's 1 million people who work in the health service. That has an enormous power, and strike action would really be an important aspect of fighting to stop these cuts.
Save our NHS!
But we're also here to say that we need a political voice for this campaign. It's not enough just to say that we'll put Labour politicians up on the platforms, we'll put Labour MPs up. It's great that everyone will stand together. It's good that Labour councillors are fighting to save the NHS, but then they go back into the council chamber and they vote for cuts in local services. What we need is a political voice for this campaign, and so Socialist Party members are here also appealing to people on this demonstration to stand as candidates, anti-cuts candidates, in council elections and in the parliamentary elections, to say that we don't want austerity, there's no need for cuts, and that ordinary working class people shouldn't pay for this crisis.
The NHS is alright, here to stay, here to fight. The NHS is alright, here to stay, here to fight. The NHS is alright, here to stay, here to fight.